Lesson 3.2, Equal Fractions, Learning Targets. And the warm-up. Please press pause and take a moment to complete. In our warm-up, in number 1, there actually A is equal to B. In number 2, B is greater, or excuse me, A is equal to B. In number 2, A is less than B. And in number 3, A is greater than B. Today we're going to start out by talking about how to create equal fractions. To create an equal fraction, we multiply or divide the numerator and denominator by the same number. An example would be 1/2 and 2/4 and 4/8 and 5/10 are all equal. The first fraction's numerator and denominator have been multiplied by 2. 1 times 2, 2 times 2. 4, 1 times 4, 2 times 4. And 5, 1 times 5, 2 times 5, respectively, to create the 3 equal fractions. An additional example, 8/12 is equal to 2/3 and 16/24. The first fraction's numerator were divided by 2, divided by 4, 8 divided by 4, and 12 divided by 4. Again, 8 divided by 4 and 12 divided by 4 to get 2/3, and multiplied by 2 to create 16/24, 8 times 2, and 12 times 2. Why would we create equal fractions? In general, we create equal fractions for 3 basic reasons. First reason that we might want to be able to create equal fractions is because in order to add or subtract fractions, they must have the same denominator. Because since we add in the same place value, the place value of a fraction is determined by the denominator. It is easier to compare fractions that have the same denominator, and fractions should always be simplified to the smallest integers possible. Simplifying fractions. In order to simplify a fraction, we divide or cancel out all common factors from the numerator and the denominator. The fastest way is to divide both numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor, or the GCF. The GCF is the greatest common factor of 2 or more numbers. It can also be done by making a factor list or finding the prime factorization. If we'd like to make a factor list of 18 and 24 to simplify, factors of 18 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. These factors are really easy to find in a pair. 1 times 18 is 18, 2 times 9 is 18, and 3 times 6 is 18. Factors of 24 are also easy to find in pairs. 1 times 24 is 24, 2 times 12 is 24, 3 times 8 is 24, 4 times 6 is 24. The greatest common factor here is the 6. It's the largest factor that is on both lists. If I divide out that 6, I am left with 3 over 4. 3/4 is the simplified form of 18/24. 3 and 4 are actually what we call relatively prime. They don't have any common factors. Well, we can also simplify using a prime factorization. I can take my 16, it can be split up into 2 times 8. 8 can be split up into 2 times 4. 4 can be split up into 2 times 2. I'm done with my prime factorization when the only way to split the number is into a 1 times. The prime factorization of 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Our prime factorization of 24 can be split into 2 times 12. I always like to split it into a 2 first because a 2 right away is a prime number. 12 can be split into 2 times 6. 6 can be split into 2 times 3. Our prime factorization of 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. If we take a look, the prime factorization can be written with exponents rather than as an extended form of the multiplication. The extended form of the multiplication can help us to see our common factors to divide out. Here we're dividing out really by just never even multiplying the 2, the 2, the 2. 16/24 is the same as 2/3.